Before we begin, let me ask you a question. Why does the world celebrate Christmas on December 25th? Was Jesus Christ truly born on this day? If Christmas is a Christian festival, then why do we decorate trees? Why do we light candles? Why do we exchange gifts? And why do we follow traditions that seem far older than Christianity itself? And the biggest question of all, is Christmas truly Christian in origin? Or is it something much older, shaped slowly by history, by culture, and by human survival? To find the answer, we must travel far back in time, long before Christmas, long before Christianity, back to a world ruled not by calendars, not by clocks, but by nature itself. Thousands of years ago, ancient civilizations lived at the mercy of the sky. There were no electric lights, no modern heating, no scientific explanations for the movement of the sun. Every year, as winter approached, something deeply unsettling happened. The days grew shorter, the nights grew longer, and the sun, once powerful, once warm, once dependable, appeared to weaken. To ancient people, this was not astronomy, it was not science, it was survival. They believed the sun was dying, and if the sun died, everything would die with it. Crops would fail, animals would perish, food would disappear, communities would collapse. This moment, the winter solstice, the longest night of the year, became one of the most sacred and feared times in human history. If the sun failed to return, life itself would not continue. So, humanity responded, in the only way it knew how. People gathered together. They stayed close. They shared warmth. They lit fires, not just for heat, but to push back the darkness. They held feasts, not only to celebrate, but as acts of defiance against fear. Across the ancient world, people prayed for light. In northern Europe, Germanic tribes celebrated Yule. They burned massive logs, meant to last for days. They believed fire gave strength to the weakening sun. They brought evergreen branches into their homes, plants that stayed alive even in winter, symbols of endurance, symbols of rebirth. Evergreen trees did not surrender to the cold. They did not lose their life. To ancient people, this made them powerful. In Rome, citizens celebrated Saturnalia, one of the most important festivals in the Roman calendar. For several days, normal rules disappeared. Work stopped, courts closed, schools shut down, masters served slaves, gambling was allowed, the streets filled with laughter, people exchanged gifts, not expensive ones, but symbolic ones. Gifts meant to represent goodwill, luck, and shared humanity. Saturnalia was not just entertainment, it was psychological survival during the darkest days of the year. In Persia and nearby regions, followers of ancient solar religions celebrated the rebirth of the sun. They believed that after the longest night, light was born again, slowly, quietly, relentlessly. Different civilizations, different gods, different beliefs, but always the same idea. Light would return, darkness would not win. This belief, this hope, was embedded deep in human history, long before Christianity existed. Now, we move forward in time, to the Roman province of Judea. According to Christian tradition, Jesus was born in Bethlehem, not in a palace, not in power, but in humility. Shepherds watched their flocks at night. Angels appeared in the sky. A child was born, whose teachings would later change the world. But here is a fact that surprises many people. The Bible never gives a date for Jesus' birth. Not a day, not a month, not even a season. Early Christians did not celebrate birthdays. They focused on teachings, on sacrifice, on resurrection. Modern historians suggest, based on historical clues, that Jesus was likely born in spring or early autumn. So the question remains, why December 25th? The answer is not theological. It is historical. By the 4th century, Christianity was spreading rapidly across the Roman Empire, but Rome itself was still deeply pagan. The people did not want their festivals taken away. They did not want their traditions erased. Forcing change would have caused rebellion, so leaders faced a problem. How do you change belief without destroying identity? The solution was simple. Do not abolish festivals. Redefine them. December 25th was already sacred. It celebrated the unconquered sun, the return of light after the darkest night. So the Church made a decision. December 25th would mark the birth of Jesus Christ. Not because it was proven, but because it was familiar. The date remained. The celebration remained. Only the meaning changed, and it worked. Christianity spread. Old traditions blended into new beliefs. Christmas began to take shape. Now, let us look at the traditions we know today. Gift-giving existed long before Christianity. It symbolized peace, unity, survival together. The Christmas tree comes from ancient Europe, a symbol of life that refused to die. Lights and candles were signs of safety and reminders that darkness does not last. Now, let us speak of Santa Claus. Santa Claus is not fiction. He is rooted in history. Saint Nicholas was a real man, a bishop in the 4th century, known for generosity, known for kindness, known for secret giving to protect dignity. After his death, his story spread across Europe, across cultures. In the Netherlands, he became Sinterklaas. In America, his image evolved, not through lies, but through storytelling. By the modern age, Santa Claus became a symbol, not of religion, but of generosity. By now, Christmas had become something unique, not pagan, not Christian alone, but a fusion of survival, of belief, of hope. So we return to our original question. Is Christmas pagan? Is it Christian? The answer is both. Christmas is not one invention. It is a living tradition, shaped by fear, shaped by hope, shaped by humanity. And now, the final question. Why does Christmas exist? Because humans fear the dark, and humans believe in light. Whether it was the sun or Christ, the message remains. Darkness never lasts forever. Light always returns. Hope survives. And that is why Christmas still matters today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, subscribe for more untold stories hidden behind traditions. Because history isn't just about the past, it's about understanding who we are today.